We are on day 7, Saturday. I think it's December 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. Boy, we had an interesting morning this morning, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
What happened to us this morning?
The car broke down on us.
Exactly. So we broke down the campsite first, normal stuff. We got up I got up about 7:15, 7:30. I slept in kind of late, had a really good sleep last night, better than the past 2 nights. We had a noisy neighbor the night before that kept me up.
God.
But so I was tired.
Plus, then one of the noisy neighbors had a friend cut his hand up with a max.
A neighbor cut her finger. We gave her some hand sanitizer. I forget all kinds of things. Like this time I forgot my first aid kit, but I had hand sanitizer, so I gave that to the neighbor. Those same neighbors are the ones who later kept me up all night, and I had to yell at them at 2:15 in the morning. But anyway, so this morning we had the normal campsite breakdown routine. We had cereal and oatmeal. That was all going fine. Got it all packed up. Taking our time for a change. We didn't have a schedule. That was fantastic. Beautiful weather. Everything's going great.
No rain.
Get in the car. It doesn't start. So this is the 5th time out of about a year that I've had the car, a little under a year, that
Now
I've had
we
the
get
car
to
not
complain.
start. So I was eventually going to get back to the dealership to complain about that anyway. I've already had them check it over once. They claim nothing's wrong when I think they know darn well something is wrong.
That's bullcrap.
So anyway, that was interesting. My NOCO GB40, if any of you don't have one, get one. It has saved my life. Piece of cake. We had the thing up and running in 10 minutes. And I'm pretty confident it doesn't happen once I do a long drive like we're doing now. We're driving back to Orlando. We'll be back maybe a little around lunchtime or a little bit later. So anyway, how's the trip going, Ed?
Not too bad. No traffic jams like what we always hate.
Well, what happened yesterday on the trip that you liked?
Oh, the raccoons coming after the people.
What raccoons? What are you talking about?
The raccoons.
All our neighbors who were screaming because of the raccoons?
They were screaming like chickens.
Yeah, because it was so funny watching them. The night before that was us. We were harassed by raccoons. We had like a dozen of them in and out of our campsite all night long, and they weren't really bothering us, but they'd like walk right up to you. They'd be all over the place, and we weren't sure what to do. And then there were tree rats. They have these black rats running around all around the edge of your campsite. So these poor ladies next to us the second night,
They were screaming like
we were watching them act just like us
wussies.
the night before.
They were screaming like wussies.
Yeah, so we went over and said, "Hey, you're making us laugh over here because we're one day behind you, one day ahead of you on the screaming and hysterics." From Eddie would see a raccoon and he'd jump up and yell like, and I'd like, Eddie, stop yelling. Anyway, but I was going for the fishing trip when I asked you that question. How'd that go?
Pretty good.
Okay, we caught a bunch of fish, and then some people gave us some fish. Cooked them up and ate them. Okay, this video is going way longer than the other one, so I'm going to sign off. We're finishing our drive back to Orlando on day 7, and we got about a day and a half left, and then the next day after that, we fly back to Indiana. See you later.